Welcome to Coreum Concepts. Thanks for coming by the channel today. Hope I can provide you some value. If I do, please give a like, subscribe, and if I don't, well, leave a dislike and a comment and let me know what I can do to be better. Appreciate everybody's support. The channel's growing faster than I could have ever hoped. So I'm just going to do a quick update today, and it's an important one though. First, we'll start off with the markets. Coreum's coming in at 43.6 cents. Soligenics coming in at 16.6 cents. XRP coming in at 39.27 cents. Gonna have to pay attention to that now that it's dropped below 40 cents. Bitcoin's coming in 22,881. Total crypto market cap still holding that $1 trillion mark, and it's been holding it quite well. No problems there. Gold's coming in at 1873.42. Silver's coming in at 22.31. Took a hard dump yesterday, and the DXY is coming in at 103.481. So we're gonna have to keep our eye on that. If it keeps climbing up, it's gonna put more and more pressure on crypto. So we got some great news today, and it's gonna be the focus of the video. It's gonna be fairly short, but very important. So testnet went live today. Coreum is officially ready for validators. So the official announcement: the Coreum testnet is live. Anyone can run a node, become a validator, and take part in the consensus. The setup guides and reward calculation parameters have been updated. Find out more at coreum.com/validators. Testnet is live. Going over to the coreum.com site for validators. Participate in the consensus. Ensure the decentralized, secure, and optimal operation of the network. Stake core, run a node, and earn rewards. It's got a little rewards calculator here. So I imagine this is for the validator purposes, probably not for each individual person, but we'll bring it back down to a normal spot for reference sake for a year. There you go. So they're estimating their current APR at 25%. There you go. So they're saying, their calculator's saying roughly if you stake 164,000 core for a year, locked up, current APR of 25%, estimated rewards would be 44,377 core. Participating validators. Don't recognize any new ones. I think all of these have been previously announced. Actually, I don't remember this bee harvest one. So yeah, I'll go through these a little bit closer. I know some of them we've covered and talked about, but I'll go through a bit closer and see if there's anything more to expand on there. Running a node. Run a validator node to participate in order to increase security and the forging of new blocks. Unbonding time 7 days, max validators 32, minimum validator stakes 20,000 core, estimated blocks per year 17,900,000. You have a gold bonded total value locked of 67%, and Coreum's really interesting how it's going to work. Its inflation is dependent on the total value locked. So, you know, the more core that stake, obviously the inflation is lower. If the staking gets low, the inflation gets higher to incentivize people to stake. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this turns out. Maximum inflation is 20%, Genesis inflation 10%, minimum inflation 0, inflation rate change 13%, base prosper reward 1%, bonus prosper reward 4%, community tax going to the community pool 5%, the slashing downtime jail duration is 60 seconds, slashing minimum sign per window 50%, slashing sign per window 34,000. So it's got some information how to become a validator, how to set it up. It's got setup guides. So if you're interested in becoming a validator, you're to contact them to discuss it. And it sounds like I read somewhere that the Coreum Foundation plans on deploying all their tokens at the mainnet, and they're looking for institutional validators, or it's requesting that institutional validators that are interested to contact them. So I'm not too sure. I haven't looked deep into that. I don't plan on running a validator. There's some community members like Zen's Lounge. I know he's getting ramped up to run a validator, and then obviously you got your institutional ones there. So yeah, you're gonna have to do some research and determine if you want to go with more community project like Zen's Lounge, or obviously X Heroes is going to have a validator, or if you want to use one of the institutional ones. So you're going to want to do a little bit of research and just make sure you know where you're putting your Coreum, and to maximize your returns, or to not necessarily maximize your returns. Maybe it means there's more value to you if you just know you're part of a good community. So you might get a little less percentage, and I'm not saying you would, just as an example, if you got a little less percentage, but you just feel better about where you're supporting where you're moving your Coreum to support the validator. Well, that's worth something too, especially to the overall community that you're supporting and a part of. So take some time to sort that out in the next month and a half before it becomes really important. And from what I heard, you can stake in multiple validators. So you don't have to just delegate it all to one. You can delegate whatever portion you want to each. I don't know if there's any minimums. I'll look into that. Yes, here it was here. So institutional validators. With the aim of guaranteeing network security, the Coreum Foundation will delegate all of its tokens amidst the launch of the mainnet. If your organization has proven track record securing blockchain networks and the infrastructure required to do so, get in touch with partnership@coreum.com. And so that's the other thing. You're going to want to make sure, if you plan on delegating your tokens to a validator, it would be in your best interest to have everything figured out for the mainnet launch, because everybody's going to have to bring their Coreum tokens over to the mainnet from the XRP ledger, like via a bridge. So those are all going to be transactions that have to go through. So I think it's expected that the initial days of the mainnet are going to be the highest rewards, obviously. So it's in your best interest to do your research and have everything set up and ready to go for mainnet launch, and just to maximize your return. So yeah, that's great news. Great to see we're looks like we're heading towards our mainnet launch without any hiccups or disruption. So none of this is financial advice. Obviously, this is a new chain that hasn't been out and tested yet in the real world. It's just starting testnet now. Obviously there's risk in crypto, no matter how you look at it, but especially so with a new project coming out. But that's why it's important to be really educated on what you're investing in, whether it's a short-term investment or a long-term investment. So just have that ready to go before mainnet launch, and good times are coming. 2023 is going to be a wild one. And closing today, the CERDIC Coreum audit is 37%, so it's still chugging along as one could hope also. So that's it for today. Sorry for such a quick video, but it was important to get this information out. It's really important to get the message out, to get educated and understand what all these validators are about, and what you're going to do about it when the mainnet comes. So thank you all for your support. If you found some value, again, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all so much. Peace and prosperity to you all.
How do you go from this tranquility to that violence?
I usually take the Ferrari.